So today I want to talk to you really about how much you should be budgeting when it comes to spending for marketing and really understand really how you come up with these numbers in the first place. And the minute you are able to understand exactly how you identify how much your marketing budget should be, the easier it is going to be to create predictability in your real estate business. By the way, if you haven't met me yet, my name is Emmanuel. I am the founder and senior brand strategist over here at Square One Group, where our mission is to help you identify your expertise and then help you scale your real estate business using systems. Okay, so I talk to a lot of agents on a regular basis, and many of them are trying to farm completely cold leads. But here's the kicker, here's the catch. Many of them are unrealistic when it comes to how much they should be budgeting for their marketing from the standpoint of trying to attract complete strangers. Honestly, I'd say about 90% of the time whenever we're working with agents to really try to help create predictability for their real estate business, they usually have really great ideas when it comes to marketing, but the biggest constraint that we found for them is actually their budget. Oftentimes, when they're spending too little, it's not enough to really actually make a dent in terms of what is expected for lead generation. And that's simply because too small of a marketing budget means too small of a reach, which then translates to you not really getting in front of enough people to indoctrinate yourself to them. So my plan for today, it's really to make it easy for you to plug and play some numbers into our proprietary calculator we've created. We've been using it for years now. And it's gonna really help you narrow down exactly how much you need to be spending for your marketing budget. Now, the basic idea behind this calculator is that we want to start really from a point of working backwards. We want to project how much activity is going to be required to create one new client, then break down the numbers based off of really our industry standard data. Okay, so now let me hop into the calculator and show you how this works. By the way, if you want to play around with this calculator, I'm going to leave it in the description below, but let's hop into the calculator now, shall we? Okay, so this is our Square One predictability calculator. By the way, as soon as you get to link to this calculator, go ahead and go to File and make sure you make a copy for yourself so you can actually plug and play the numbers. This is gonna be a read-only document just so that everyone can get access to it. That said, let me just walk you around how this calculator works real quick. The only numbers that you need to plug in are the fields in yellow. So your annual revenue goal, the average list price, and of course your cost per lead. So this is how we are going to be working backwards to really define how you create predictability and also how you compute your monthly marketing budget. Number one is we start with what our annual revenue goal is. How much do we want to make at the end of the year in commissions? And then in this particular example, let's say that I want to make 350K in revenue by the end of a 12-month cycle or by the end of the year. Then the next thing I need to compute, or I really need to figure out, is what is the average price of home that I usually am transacting with. Now, out here in Los Angeles, average price is between 800 to $1 million. Really depending on where you are in the country, you can kind of plug and play numbers, but it's definitely gonna make a big difference in how much you need to be projecting and spending in terms of your marketing budget. So for example's sake, we're gonna say that the average list price right now is about 800K. And then from there, all of the other information is just basic math that we've computed with our data in terms of lead to triage, triage to strategy call, and strategy call to client percentages. That said, let me walk you through some of this information real quick. So we're basing this on the average gross commission of 3%. So in this particular case, if the average list price is about 800K, we get 3% of that. It's about a 12K check for each transaction. That said, industry standard from lead to triage is about 10%. From triage to actual strategy session call is about 30%, and from call to client is about a 50% conversion. These gray boxes, these are just kind of computation numbers, but the idea here is that if my goal is to get to 350 with an average list price for transaction home is about 800K, that means I need to make sure that I have a cadence of trying to acquire 5 leads per day. That said, this is a very important number that you always need to be paying attention to, which is your cost per lead. Now, depending on what market you're in, this cost per lead can be $5 or $1, or it can be $20 or $100. Another big factor that plays into your cost per lead is the creative or the marketing or the ads that you're using to try to acquire these leads. So pay attention to how much you're actually paying to acquire each new lead. And then once you get an average number of that, I'd say maybe run some ads for about 30 days with maybe 100 or 200 bucks and see how much each lead costs you, and then plug in that number here. So in this particular example, let's say that each new lead that I acquire is about 20 bucks. Now, that said, all of these items in green are going to kind of give me my numbers in terms of marketing budget annually, monthly, and also the amount of transactions I need to get to my 350K goal. So as you can see here, if the average is 20 bucks, the average ad spend that I need to have per year if I'm trying to get to 350 at an 800K list price is about 37,291. And my monthly ad spend should be around $1,621, with my average daily spend being around 54 bucks. And I essentially need about 29 deals in a 12-month span to get to my goal of 350K. And that really equates to about 2 deals per month, with my average cost per client being around $1,279. So as you can see here, guys, the calculator I'm presenting to you today, it is super powerful because it gets very granular in terms of how much you need to be projecting to spend annually, monthly, and daily if you're trying to get to your big aspirational kind of revenue goals. So keep this in mind as you start to pan out and project what your marketing budget should be for the next year or the next several months to come. Now, if you want to dive a little deeper on really the strategy behind using this calculator, or what you can do after you get the numbers kind of panned out here, in this sheet, there's actually a link. It links to our free Facebook group. We did a live stream in there where we kind of break down some basic strategies that you can use to try to get to a average cost per lead of 20 bucks or less. So highly recommend that you either click this link, or also going to leave the link to our Facebook group in the description below. That said, if you enjoy this video, if you like this video, if you found value in this video, really appreciate it. Can you hit that thumbs up button and maybe hit that subscribe button so you get notified for future videos just like this one. But aside from that, highly recommend that you check out this video here. Bye now.